I was fast traveling and Danila beat me here. We still have something else to say, or?
My lord.
Oh yeah, cool. Let's talk about... Let's start from the bottom. Ask about the Rite of Immersion.
80 years have come and gone.
Since our people took it into their heads to try and transform that poor child into the heart of a mother crystal. They erected an altar upon Cape Neptune especially for the purpose. They claimed the site was chosen for its religious significance. The way the promontory divided the sea, representing the break in our history that the mother crystal would usher in. But if you ask me, its distance from the village and the clear line of sight between it and the air of ours counted just as heavily in its favor.
The plan was simple.
They would feed some manner of grisly offering to Waljas, which they believed could draw out his latent powers, then freeze him in time using the witch's spell that he might serve as a constant conduit for ether.
Sadly for them.
The first part worked rather too well. Whatever the nature of that evil concoction, it brought forth Leviathan, who raged and roiled as only a discomfited infant can. Every soul on the cape was killed in an instant. Mysidia would have been lost to the waves entirely were it not for the second party on the mountain, who wove the witch's spell as fast as their trembling hands would let them. It drove the icon back into Waljas' body, where it has remained, channeling ether through the poor child's semi-primed form ever since.
And yet,
their ill-begotten heart never did create a single shard of crystal, for our ancestors' plan was doomed from the first, whatever they may have told themselves. Oh, that's actually a very sad story, very gruesome. Yeah, poor child, poor baby. Let's talk about the people's history.
long, long ago,
Our people dwelled in peace in the lands blessed by Drake's Horn down in southern Ash. But Drake's Horn fell, and our ancestors were forced to leave their homeland in search of pastures new.
and so we wandered.
Pulling our worldly goods in battered carts and sleeping beneath the stars. If the tides carried us to unclaimed soil, we tilled it. If not, we traded our meager possessions with the locals.
But never did we settle in any one place.
We became what we had always considered ourselves to be, a river, forever flowing, forever meandering across the land. Yet our river did not always flow freely. In Sunbrag we found ourselves hunted by the Gregorian clergy, who labored to rid their inchoate empire of each and every heretic who dared to set foot there.
Their cullings came close to staying our river's course.
But despite their claims of victory, we godless barbarians survived, albeit in fewer numbers. And after many more years of wandering, of suffering, we finally found our way here to Mysidia, our new home, our haven. Alright then, and now about the future.
I will continue to support Lady Shula.
However I can. Now that she has Waljas to care for, I expect I shall be even busier than before. It has been generations since last we raised the dominant of Leviathan, and it is a great responsibility for anyone to bear. But Lady Shula will not have to bear it alone. Supporting her means supporting them both. It also means preparing for our re-entry into the outside world. We have not the crystals to sustain the glamour for many more moons. Inevitably, there will be those who resist the idea. Our history gives us ample reason to fear life beyond the wall, and that was before we had Waljas and the Were.
But change is coming.
Whether we like it or not, troubled waters lie ahead through which Lady Shula must try to steer a course.
And steer one she shall.
With me to provide a steadying hand on the tiller if ever she should need it. Right.
Till next our streams cross.
Yeah, exactly. So, Shula, what's on your mind?
You wouldn't happen to have some time on your hands, would you, Clive?
I do.
Only I was wondering if you might help me with something else.
Don't tell me. Another unruly dominant.
Not quite, but a dangerous foe nonetheless. It promises to be quite a hunt. Care to join me?
Sure.
All right. Tell me about our quarry.
A fiendish, cold-blooded beast known as a guivre. Normally, we leave such animals well alone, and for good reason. But I have an even better reason to want its tongue.
Its tongue.
Oh, that's why last lick.
Tributary. I can explain.
Certainly, Jamila.
It's been over a week since me sister gave birth to her first child. yet she still isn't back on her feet. We've tried everything to restore her spirits. Physics and nostrums, the laying on of hands and of leeches, but all to no avail. The healers tell me there's only one hope left. A broth as potent as its ingredients are perilous to procure.
It isn't only Jamila's sister who stands to benefit from this, by the way. There's her baby to think of, and Waljas, too. She'd agreed to be his wet nurse, you see.
I'd be glad to help.
Thank you. Our hunters have no shortage of skill, but this task calls for more than that.
So we're gonna fight with
And it
her
won't be
one more
achieved
time.
through weight of numbers either. The guivre is as wary a foe as it is a deadly one.
Okay.
2 hunters might catch it unawares, but any more than that, and it would pick up our scent a league away.
Then it is decided. The 2 of you will go, while
Shit.
Jill and I occupy ourselves here.
God dang it, I thought it would be
Perhaps
4
we
people.
might help prepare the broth. That would be most kind of you.
Come then, Clive. The river of time flows fast, and so must we.
But I
There's a
think
guivre that has claimed the ruins
Torgal
at the
should
foot
be
of the
still with us,
mountain as
right?
its hunting ground. But as I say, they are wary creatures. We'll need suitable bait to draw it out. The flesh of a forest ibex should suffice.
okay then.
To the forest then.
Jawohl, last clicks. And we will get some money for that. Okay, okay.
There's nothing
Whoops.
a guivre loves more than a fat haunch of ibex.
There speaks the voice of experience. Do you hunt often?
Since I was a girl, my father would take me. Then after he returned to the sea, Jamila's father. Our families have always been close. Even if her sister wasn't Waljas's wet nurse, I couldn't stand by and watch her suffer.
Okay then. So, where do we need to go? We are going all the way north. Actually, we're gonna go to Riversmeet and then go south and then west. And over there we will find the Ibex, probably. Yeah. And then we're gonna make our way right, quite certain, over to the spot. And then continue and fighting this. I don't even know what this monster is. Licks? Something with a big tongue, maybe. A long tongue. We'll see, we'll see. So let's go over here and hunt for an Ibex. Oh, those are Ibex.
You deserve a rest.
Okay. I've never fought these before. Okay then.
These will do nicely.
You're finished!
Obviously very easy.
Return to the sea, and to the clouds rise again.
In a way like the Navi in Avatar, right?
Where are you? ما ويات مكان.
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent.
Uh-huh. Okay. So another step in between. Okay, just straight. Awesome.
There should be a sprig or 2 of local weed growing somewhere around here. Look for the golden leaves.
Golden leaves are here. Okay. No, not Torgal. Come on.
Is this it?
Aye, that's the stuff. Crush the leaves between your fingertips and rub them on your clothes.
If you insist.
Please let it change the color of the cloth a little bit more to yellow. No, you don't see it. Ah, god dang it.
You could have warned me about the smell.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies before long. But it'll stop the guivre from noticing us. Its nose will tell it we're nothing but a feast for worms.
I feel so much better.
We can wash it off afterwards. If there's one good thing about the guivre choosing the ruins for its hunting ground, it's that there's plenty of fresh water nearby.
Okay then. So, Oh, we're fighting here. So what is over there then? Maybe there's another hunt I haven't seen yet, which will come later when we're back at the hideaway. We'll see, we'll see. Alright then, let's go to the Maiden's March and to the gallery, and then fight this monster. Probably right here, right? I wanna say. Maybe over there? We'll see, we'll see. Although there was a curl was here. Well, we'll see. Let's just move on. Yeah.
Where should we lay the bait?
Guivres are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
Okay then. I think I'm just gonna go with all the things that I can see, all the places. Somewhere here, sure.
Marking its territory.
Yeah. So it has
Something was.
claws.
A curl, maybe.
Ah, this is from a curl. Okay. Right, this is not the right one. On we go. Okay, we have to fight some fiends before we actually can put the stuff down. Okay, I'm gonna just skip it quickly and then go to the next spot. What's this? It's a footprint.
Tracks. But I assume they're too small to belong to a guivre.
You're right. They're barely big enough to belong to a guivre's breakfast.
Okay, so it's something big. Alright. Then... 2 more. Let's go for the right one. Sure. Actually, we're gonna take this one. This looks like the right place, right?
A fresh kill.
So maybe
a
not?
guivre's.
Hmm.
The wounds are too clean. Too small.
Okay. So then it's the last place? Right over there. Okay. So it looks like we're gonna fight in this area then?
These look like a predator's tracks.
Do they?
You can clearly make out the claws.
So it does have claws,
And
okay.
not just any claws. These belong to a guivre. There's no mistaking them. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hungry.
Right, let's see what we need to fight.
Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. Guivres are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew. It is the way of the motes of water to use what gifts we've been given for the good of all. And I gather it's your way too.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. And I'm just following in his footsteps. In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation.
Here
Quiet.
it comes.
Something's coming.
Let's see. Is it flying? Yeah. It's a wyvern. Ah, okay, okay.
Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to. Don't let it escape.
Ah, no, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. this. Fuck it. It's actually not too tough. Actually, not at all. I think we're not fitted with Shiva's feet, right? Jawohl. And done.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right.
Wasn't that dangerous. They all fight
And
the
with this
same.
one's passing, the
All the
river of
wyverns.
life has calmed. O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean. This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more.
Yeah, like Avatar.
Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Jamila before it spoils.
Sure. Let's do this. Guivre tongue. For centuries, people of the north have brewed teas made with tongue of guivre to cure myriad ailments of both body and mind, much to the chagrin of the region's guivres who rarely survive the removal process. Yeah, you don't say. Right, so yeah, let's go back to Haven and finish this.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. One guivre tongue, as promised.
Oh, thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
It's more than enough. Besides, I'm no less grateful to you
For what?
for welcoming my friends and I into your midst, for showing us how your people live, for reminding me that the world we strive to create, where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
Well, like, I see so many people just standing around talking.
As must we all. I only ask that you remember the cost of using your gifts as a bearer. I know that you feel it's your duty to do whatever you can to help your people. But you have a child to think about now. And Waljas has lost enough.
I shall bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
Thank you. Truly.
Alrighty then, that was the last side quest. Last licks. Oh, what do we have here? Reflection of Darkness, Arm of Darkness. Enhances Odin's iconic feat, Arm of Darkness, increasing Zantetsuken's area of effect while allowing for execution of the ability at any time regardless of recovery status. Aha, okay, thanks. The end can wait. Yeah. Wait, there's another side quest available nearby? Really? Oh, down there. I can see. I was wondering there was one more way we couldn't go yet. So then, let's go right over there. The Water of Life. And it's Shula again.
No, it has to be him.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking, I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it. You see, when a baby is born here, we hold a ceremony to welcome them. The Rite of Immersion, we call it. But I don't know whether Waljas was ever afforded that courtesy. What is abundantly clear, though, is that my ancestors never welcomed him as one of us. And I want to change that. The problem is, the ceremony requires 3 ministrators. The baby's parents and a witness.
I'll be the witness.
As tributary, the role of witness would normally fall to me. But being Waljas's closest living relative, I must play the role of mother.
So who's gonna be the father?
So you want me to serve as witness in your stead?
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to steer the child through the stormy waters of life and on to tranquility. Which is why I thought of you.
It would be my honor.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Thank you, Clive.
So, if you will serve as mother and I as witness, who will take on the father's role?
I have a younger brother.
Oh,
He
okay.
should be making ready for the rite as we speak, though whether he is or not. Let me introduce you.
Please do. If he's anything like his sister, I'm sure we'll get on famously.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait for us there?
Sure.
Gladly.
Let's go there. And we're gonna get some money as well. Awesome. So let's go to Witten Hall.
It is good to have him back.
Clive, my brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
I thought so. It's this idiot.
You?
I thought so.
You do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise. I'm touched.
You two know each other.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the dusk crystals,
It's because of the same
during which we saved
skin
his life.
color and the blue eyes. Yeah.
3 times,
I
was
thought
it?
Famil must be
3,
from here.
4. Who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Waljas, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the
such
mercenary
an
you met
idiot.
in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life. That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth
Fammy.
once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the, recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous then.
It's like a christening.
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place.
Right, another fetch quest.
Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you.
We'd be glad to help.
They feel like that
Thank you
weight.
both.
Oh, funny. Once again, they will be left behind.
All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea.
Right.
We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March.
Mm-hmm.
The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay.
Let's go.
Here are the files we'll be using in the ceremony.
Why do you give them to me? I thought you're coming with me. You could just do it yourself. I'm just
ready to
clearing
leave
the
whenever
way.
you are.
Let's go. Right. So those 3. Yeah, exactly. One way where we haven't been yet. Okay then, we're gonna start left actually, or west. We're gonna go to the Maiden's March and collect this one first. But does it mean we do have to fight the Curl again? Probably. Yeah. What's going on?
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble. Come on.
Yeah, we do have to fight the Curl again. Okay.
Help! What help? Nobody's coming to... Help?
Ah, Marnik.
We're here
And
to help.
what was his name? Halleck? Hmm.
Keep its attention on us.
I'll do more than that.
Please. Nice.
To me, boy.
This should be it.
Farewell.
Jawohl. We are very close to another level up. Nice, nice.
Is anyone hurt?
Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in the heavens you came. You saved us. Again!
Would you 2 care to explain what you're doing up here?
The chief sent us. To fetch incense for the ceremony. So the Witten Hall smells nice. For the little Ben.
You mean to tell me you braved this den of deadly beasts for some tree sap?
You don't have to do everything he says, you know.
Or if you must, at least have the good sense to ask one of our hunters to accompany you.
We're sorry.
It's fine. Just go back to the village before you get yourselves into any more trouble.
Right, you are. Oh, and thanks and that.
As always. Sure. So, let's
Remind me
fill
to
the
give my
first
brother a cuff
file.
around the ear when we get back.
Oh yeah. Do that. Right.
Right then. Let's collect this
this was
water,
Torgal.
shall we?
It was Torgal who made the noise. Over there.
The rain that falls on the mountain emerges here, in these springs.
The source of the river. The source of life.
Precisely.
Right, on we go.
Take care not to spill it.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Let's save that for the ceremony.
So, we're gonna go to Riversmeet and then north.
We can collect the water of the river from here.
All right.
Then let's do this.
The water of the river represents life. It is constantly moving, constantly changing. And though its course may twist and turn or branch into 1,000 separate streams, it always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time. What of Waljas then? When your ancestors froze him, did they remove him from the River of Life?
They did. Like an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers. But now he's free to flow again, to live. And you and I shall flow with him, for we are all but drops of water in the great river of life.
I find that thought oddly reassuring.
Go on.
A drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it can cleave a path through the hardest rock.
With time.
It makes me
yeah.
believe we humans might just stand a chance.
I believe we might.
So, one more
Just
to
one
go.
more file to go then.
Nearly done.
Yeah, let me just collect this quickly. I know I don't need it, but better to have it and then not need it than to need it and not have it. So, let's go... Sure, let's go to Tailwind Bay and then south to find the last water and collect that as well.
This path leads down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion...
Let's open it up.
Thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
The waves high. How high do the waves get? This is pretty high up, but okay.
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning. My ancestors chose this place because it was where the first boat landed.
And it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
Okay, if the waves would be high here, I could understand that you don't want to go here. That's understandable.
The water of the sea. I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it. The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong. An unforgivable sin.
Still looks cool.
But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty, hidden away from the world. So have my choices denied them a better life, just as my ancestors denied Waljas his?
No. You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Waljas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on, and give him the very best welcome we can.
So, then,
Let's
let's
next,
go
then.
back.
Back to the village, to find out if my brother has made the necessary preparations. Or got his lackeys to do it for him.
Before we do this, let's read a little bit. Water of the sea. The Mesidian River empties into the ocean amid the shallows of Tailwind Bay, and thus its water represents death, the stillness that lies beyond the end of the River of Life, and from whence the raindrops are born anew. Water of the mountain. The rain that falls upon the mountains of Mysidia emerges in the springs of Maiden's March. Thus the water collected from said springs represents birth, the fountainhead from which the River of Life begins. And the water of the river. In the Riversmeet Valley, several tributaries merge into a single stream where clear currents and roiling eddies swim side by side. Its water represents life, a course complete with myriad meanderings, yet one that runs inexorably from source to sea. Yeah, okay. So we have birth, we have life, and we have death. That's actually quite nice. Right, so then let's go back to Haven and start the ceremony. What's going on here? Jill?
I'm pleased to report that the Witten Hall has been sanctified for the ceremony. Now the only thing that can go wrong is for you to forget your lines.
I do have lines? Okay.
Welcome back, brother. I hear you slew a curl.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Thanks again, eh?
Sure.
Aye. If it weren't for you, the Witten Hall wouldn't smell half as nice. And we wouldn't be here to smell it.
Alright then, here we go.
We have the holy water. Is everything else in place?
All ready to go. Told you could count on me.
Then let us begin. Famiel, have your men summon everyone to the Witten Hall.
Right you are.
Shula, wait. I don't know the words.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there aren't many of them. We'll have time enough to practice before people arrive. My friends, we are gathered here today to welcome this child into our community by the Rite of Immersion, as has been our custom since the first reign. As tributary, I would normally perform the rite with the child's parents, but Waljas's mother and father returned to the sea long ago. So I and my brother Famiel shall serve as his family, while the one who returned him to us shall bear witness in my stead. Clive, if you would step forward.
Bottoms up. Sorry.
Like the rain that falls on the mountains tall, are we born.
So Clive is going for death then, right?
Like the river that flows through the valleys below, do we live.
Just one drop.
Like the boundless sea, where the currents run free, do we die, and to the clouds then rise again.
He had the most words. Little bastard.
The circle of water is the circle of life. And today, from the heavens falls rain anew. This child, Waljas, now joins our stream, and he shall flow with us from the mountains to the sea.
Nicely said. Not one character is copy-pasted. They all look different. Cool.
You played your part to a T, Clive. Thank you. It means a lot to us.
I was honored to be asked. And terrified I'd miss.
Doesn't this make Clive like a godfather?
Now that you're part of the family, young Waljas, my lad. Uncle Famiel can teach you the ways of the world.
Oh no, he can't.
Eh?
Don't be so hasty. Your brother's knack for self-preservation might serve him well.
True.
Ha! You are never going to let me live that down, are you?
I'm gonna raise Waljas as if he were my own. Teach him everything I know about life, our people, and our past. But with all the mother crystals gone, he will grow up in a world without comforts. One where we only have ourselves and each other to rely on.
I'd say your people are better prepared than most to survive in such a world, Shula. To thrive, indeed, under your guidance.
Only if nature continues to smile on us. If we were to lose her gifts, we'd be left with nothing at all.
Yes. But it needn't come to that. Not if we can stop the spread of the blight. So long as we can save a single patch of soil, we can plant the seeds for a new world. One where we can all be free.
Perhaps then we might finally be able to step out from behind our curtain, eh? Till that day comes, I wish you good tide.
Thanks.
Thank you. We should be on our way.
Well, you be careful out there.
Aye, you steer clear of trouble now.
Not yet.
Likewise.
There's a bit more trouble to come. Alrighty then, that was the Water of Life. And we have reached the next level and got some more money. Righty then, level 52. First Rain Talisman. Oft called penance on account of their flag-like nature, these quaint hand-woven charms are believed to represent one's journey down the river of life from first rain to their ultimate return to the sea. Every Mysidian receives dozens of the talismans at their Rite of Immersion, with hopes that their journey is as long as it is calm. The water of the river represents life, and though its course may twist and turn, it always flows in the same direction, Shula. And this will be displayed in Clive's chambers as well. We're gonna take a look at that quite soon, because I think we're gonna go home.
To think, we must be the first outsiders to have witnessed that rite in over a century.
Waljas has been waiting for it for nearly as long. He seemed pleased to be finally rejoining the family.
Now all we have to do is save that family. To change our river's course.
Right, before we actually leave, we're gonna talk to her once more just to see if there's anything new she has to say.
My lord,
Probably not? No. Okay,
I
then
bid you good tide.
gonna talk to Shula.
Waljas is asleep. Meeting every one of your friends and relatives in the space of a single day is enough to tire anyone out.
Okay, that's actually it. So, nothing else to do. We're gonna take one more look at the smithy and at the shop. I might just buy the last two orchestrion rolls. I think there were two here. I think I have enough money for that. So, let's do this. Right. We can only do one because we have only 3 aquamarines. Like I said, I didn't look for those. We're gonna go for tsunami. I'm not gonna use it anyways.
I'd like to see another smith do better.
But now we have it. Nothing else to reinforce. Let's go to the shop. Yeah, I'm gonna buy both of them. Sure. I do have the money.
You are.
And I still have some left
May it
afterwards.
serve you well.
Beautiful. I don't know if I will need money again. I don't know if I will play the New Game Plus at some point, and then I might need some money. You know what? Before we actually go home, I'm going to... Yeah, we're going back to Northreach. I think we can still buy some more orchestrion rolls there. 8855. This is 26. I only have 19. I'm gonna sell some more stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell some more stuff, and then we're gonna buy all 4 of those, and we're gonna take a listen later on at the hideaway to those as well. I know there are still some more we can buy, but I just want to buy the ones which are outside of the hideaway and the one in the hideaway. Maybe I will do it some other time, maybe never. We'll see. Actually, I just thought of a way how you can make unlimited money, but it will take a lot of time. You could collect all the stuff like those talents and I don't know what else, like those sharp fangs and stuff. You could collect those a lot, but you could actually just sell the potion and the high potion. Go to Isla, use the little, I want to say exploit, to get high potions and potions every time, come back, sell them and stuff. This would take a lot of time, but then again, you would have unlimited money. Infinite. Because you could do this over and over again. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do this, I'm just gonna sell some stuff over here. Is there somehow a way that I could just click in there? Because I have to spam X, really? Just to get more? Because I don't need 2,000 of these. I should like to sell... Wait. You gotta be kidding me. I could just hold left or right and then it is actually quicker. It's just... Okay. Then I know. Okay, I'm gonna sell 500 of each. And then I have more than enough money. Yeah.